What is going on, guys? KJ here, back again. Our free-to-play journey on Hockey Ultimate Team continued. Today, going after that Division 10 title. What an exciting thing to do, right? Division 10, easy mode, easy wins at this point, even though our team's like not that great. Even like, it might be decent starting, you know, for Division 10. However, we're gonna go up now against Ginger Moose for our title game. This is gonna be a pretty quick game, pretty big beatdown. I haven't been winning that much. You know, I haven't really even been playing divisions that much. We're gonna start out here, first period, 15 minutes to go, getting a little bit of a shot out front with Tarasenko, going top Chel, easy mode. Later on, just working it into the slot, another wrister that's going in. This is like Division 10 opponents. This stuff does not happen when I play competitive seasons. I wish it did. We do let him get a little bit of a breakaway in the second, almost tucks that on Smith right there, doing one of those weird desperation animations that he does, which costs me so many goals. I really want to get rid of Smith, but I don't know who to get with. We almost have a decent goal there, with a little bit of LT action, my new favorite move this game. We end up cutting in on a breakaway or partial break with Lafleur, get knocked off the puck, pick it back up, go backhand, 3-0 lead. Later on, we get another partial break. Stick lifts, man. Every damn time stick lifts. But we do have Stamkos at the point, taking a nice little snapshot in between the defender's legs. Goes in, take a 4-0 lead. Later on, he has a little bit of a 2-on-1, 2-on-2 breakout. We come back the other way, do a little bit of a LT move again with Guy Lafleur, trying to tuck it. He ends up hooking us for the penalty shot, and then we just put the rebound in instead. Who needs a penalty shot, right? Later on in the third period, we are on a power play. He is playing absolutely awful defense. He ends up clearing the puck out, but we come right back in the zone. Another LT action. He ends up knocking the puck off our stick, but we do pick it back up and go top corner again. And that would be our last goal of the game. He ends up, you know, coming back, getting a couple goals to kind of put the pressure on me. That little weak backhand, I have no idea how this goes in. Every time I play this game, just absolute garbage seems to go in on Smith. Smith, once again, flying poke check. I don't know why you do that as an AI goalie. It makes absolutely no sense to me. Smith has some of the most weird animations I've ever seen. I'm almost starting to believe that the alumni goalies actually have like specific animations programmed into how they played back in the day, and Smith being an incredibly aggressive goalie who swings his stick at all these players, I swear it's in the game because he lets up so many weird 5-hole goals. I've never seen that ever happen before. People keep saying goalies are OP, and it's like, no, my goalie is trash. And maybe that's just Smith, but my goalie is absolutely trash. But we do completely outplay our opponent here. 25 shots to 10. Not that much big of a difference in time on attack, but we do pick up the win, 6-2. Next thing I gotta talk about real quick. I received an email the other day from Microsoft saying that I had 40,000 points in my Bing Rewards profile, which is enough for $40 of Microsoft money. So I redeemed it, and I said, you know what? I'm not having that great of a time. I'm not finding that much success. It's still free to play because it's not money coming out of my account. So I end up deciding to buy like $29 worth of packs, whatever I could get, which 2,800 points. So I decided to open up 4 mega packs. If you don't want to consider me free to play anymore, that's fine. I consider free to play not putting your own money into the game. This isn't my money. This comes from 2 years worth of using Bing as a search engine just because they give rewards points through Microsoft. So this is what happened. We're going to open up these packs right here. 4 gold plus packs. We do have something absolutely magical happen in this first pack. We're going to start it off. We get a Pietrangelo and a Getzlab. A few cards later, we pick up nothing in this one. It was the second pack that the big thing happened. But we do get 2 big pickups. Pietrangelo and Getzlab, huge pickups. Only Petro ends up, I think, making the team by the end of this episode. Getzlab is not what I was looking for a player. I do have way better cards than that now. You get a JVR to start out. And then that happens. We pulled the highest overall card that you could possibly pull in packs at the time. 90 overall Mike Modano. I couldn't believe it. I absolutely could not believe that this happened. This is like the best thing that could possibly happen. Shout out to Bing Rewards for that $40 Microsoft credit. That is amazing because that just made everything so much easier for me. I did end up selling the Madonna for 500k. I probably could have got up to 600. I don't think a lot of people are going to spend that on him, just because you do get the Legend Mike Madonna for the milestone objectives. I believe it's for playing 500 games or something like that. So he's not worth that much. Like the Solani's worth like almost a mil. Madonna's just not worth it at this point in time, so I did want to sell him so we can make some upgrades to the team. Later on, I did get some of the exchange packs going, because obviously I opened up some packs. I got all these cards that I can now use for exchanges, and we do pull Chris Letang 83 overall, which is a decent pickup. I do have him on my defensive core right now, but I am looking to make some serious upgrades going into next episode, because I don't know what it is. I'm starting to get slapped around in Division 9, and I absolutely hate it. All right, boys, so last thing for this video, team update, as well as we have finally completed our September rewards. We did get the Ray Ferraro 88 overall legend card. I did record this earlier, however, for some reason my Elgato 4K capture program has not been working entirely correct the last few days. The video file ended up getting corrupt, so I couldn't use it for this one, but we do have him on the team. So let's take a look at the card specifically to show you guys first, and then we'll go over the rest of our team and some of the upgrades I'd like to make going forward in the future. So here we have the Ray Ferraro 88 overall. He has For the Boys, Face-Off Master, and Net Front Presence synergies. 99 speed, 99 acceleration, 98 agility. Absolutely stacked stats. Obviously all the legends have almost maxed out speed, I believe. Pretty decent shooting, high 80s. The accuracy, you know, a little bit higher than the power. I would have liked to see it if it was just flat 87s across the board, would be a little bit better. Deking stat, not that great, but he is a two-way forward, so that does make a lot of sense. Face-offs are 87 overall, and because he has the same face-offs as Bergeron, I did take Bergeron off the team and sold him, so I have a little bit of extra coins to use elsewhere. However, this card's actually really good. I've played a few games in solos right now. He's not that noticeable of a presence on the ice, but he's definitely a solid center, and just for being a free card that you get from logging in the game and doing your daily challenges, really solid reward outright. So next thing you may notice, a lot of different additions, a lot of different color cards on my team. So we do still have Stamkos on the left wing. Stamkos, for me, he's just a lockdown player. I really like using him. Great shot, great speed. You know, not the greatest defensive stats or checking, but you know what? He plays really well for me. We have Luke Robitaille here, who I picked up, another call-to-shot player who's just a bit of a sniper. I don't know if I want to keep him or not. He's a little slow for my liking, and he really hasn't been that noticeable on the ice for me. I feel like he gets knocked off the puck a lot and just misses a lot of shots, and then his endurance is low, his speed's not that great. If he had more acceleration, maybe, but you know, most of my 1Ts are to my right winger, so Robitaille's just not getting it done for me right now. Wayne Gretzky, Guy Lafleur, Kuzi still on line 2. Line 3, we got Boom Boom, we got Larionov, and we got McKinnon. McKinnon's not been that big of a presence for me. I might sell him and pick someone else up. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe I'll drop him back to the 4th line or whatnot. Larionov, I've started to like Larionov a lot more, and I actually want to work towards getting his fully upgraded legend card, because he has 99 slap shot power and wrist shot power, and he's just going to beat the goalie like every freaking time you use him. So I've seen some gameplay with him. He's insane, and I would like to get him on the team. Boom Boom, he's not been that great for me. I do want to replace him with Howie Morenz, and obviously I'd probably put Howie Morenz on my first line, and I need to replace Luke. So there are some upgrades that I would like to make to my right wingers, but Boom Boom, he's going to come off the team probably. I just don't like this card. He's really slow. He does have a good shot, but he's just slow. He's just an absolute pylon in the offensive zone, and I don't really want that. Line 4, we have the Austin Matthews that I pulled. Just threw him in there. This is like a pseudo Leafs line. We got Doug Gilmour as well, who I picked up. I think I had Face-Off Master Synergy active before, and then I switched some players around, so it's not active anymore. I might throw Doug Gilmour somewhere else. I'm not entirely sure or not. But as a 4th line center, I don't really care. And then Logan Couture is on here as well to have Call the Shot actually active, because that synergy is beautiful. On defense, we got Petro, our 1st line lefty. We got Bori Salming, who I ended up picking up because I wanted a little bit of a decent defensive defender for our 1st line defensive core. So he was pretty reasonably priced, so that was something that worked out well for me. Hasn't been too outstanding from the games that I played with him, but you know what? He will do the job just fine for now. On line 2, we still got Vlasic. I love Vlasic, man. I think this is one of the best budget cards you could possibly get in the game. We obviously have our Chris Letang that I just picked up. He plays really good defense and he's fast. That's all I can say. Not outstanding, but he definitely plays well, and that's all I need from him is that. We got Seth Jones and we got Duncan Keith, who I think I forgot to mention that we added to the team earlier on. So, you know, we still got in net Billy Smith, who just lets in absolute turds nonstop. So there are a few cards that I am considering picking up. So a few of the first cards that I want to pick up, number 1 is Paul Coffey. His price has been kind of going up as of late. There hasn't been that many on the market, so his price has gone up from like 220,000 all the way up to over 300k. So if I can find him for about 250, I'll probably pick him up. I have played with him in Draft Champions and he's an amazing card. I think he's probably going to be you know, on people's teams for the entire year because he's that good of a defender. So Paul Coffey is in my sights for sure. I've heard a lot of good things about Yari Curry as well. He is pretty expensive, so I don't know if I'm going to pick him up right away. I may throw him on instead of having McKinnon because McKinnon hasn't been that great for me, but I also could drop McKinnon back to the 4th line. Not entirely sure yet. Curry is kind of up in the air. I may pick him up, not entirely sure. And then obviously earlier I mentioned picking up Howie Morenz, which I definitely think is going to be a top priority. I've heard a lot of mixed reviews about him, but you know, he does have 95 speed and 94 acceleration and agility. I need that speed on my right wing. And then his man, he's got a great slapper and a great wrist shot. Deking stats kind of, you know, kind of a yikes, but I don't need to deke with my right winger. I'd rather deke with my left winger. That's just where I feel more comfortable with. So those are kind of the 3 cards I'm looking to pick up. If you guys have any other recommendations of cards that you like, that you want to see me pick up, I do have 500,000 coins. I probably might hold off until the first week of October because obviously we should have the most feared set coming out then. So I kind of want to see what new legend cards or what upgraded legend cards we may get at that point before I decide to dump a bunch of coins into some of these alumni. Plus, those cards come out, these cards are going to come down because people need more coins to pick up the new cards. That's the way the market works. Anyway, guys, leave your recommendations down in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video, please slap a like on it. I'd highly appreciate it. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. My link is in the description. And as always, guys, take it easy.
Coke from Burberry, diamonds dancing, wet canary. Flosses on me, architects. Wipe my nose like January. Say my name like Bloody Mary. No, I'm not no ordinary.